Because many students are having issues figuring out how to write the essay or what to write the essay about, I'm creating this video to help you. All of the English classes are structured the same way, so I'm going to show you with one class, but because all of the English classes are structured the exact same way, you're going to be able to figure it out for whatever class level that you are taking currently. So I'm going to click on the class, and again, I can see more classes than you can. You just click on your English class, and then go to the actual assignment page. With the list of assignments, I'm going to be able to see more than you can right off the bat, just because I don't have to pass the quizzes like you do. So I have the list here, and notice the assignment that has the orange box next to it is 1.1.13, which is revision strategies. So that means that you should have already written your essay before you get to this point. But what a lot of students, I guess, are thinking is that this is the prompt for the essay. So here it says click for your assignment, and it does bring up the revision. By now you should have written a letter arguing for or against the colony's independence from Britain. Where is your guidance? Where is the full prompt? It's not here. So if you scroll down, you'll notice that there's a checklist and also the rubric that I use to grade your assignment. So where do you find the assignment? In this magical little area right here, 1.1.11. Now it could be 1.2, 1.3, 2.1.11. Anything that ends in 11 is where you're going to find the prompt for your essay. When we click on it, one of the things that I want you to notice, because I have a suspicion that students are looking at the first page and not scrolling through the rest. This magical white little arrow here is going to help you. So don't skip it. So notice it's page 1 of 15, which means there's a lot of information here that might be useful to you. If I click on here and it says click for your study sheet, it says your assignment. In this activity, you'll take on the role of a colonist in pre-revolutionary America. So it gives you who you are and what perspective you're writing from. In a letter to your cousin in Great Britain, make your argument for or against the colony's independence, using specific references to the reasoning and evidence in Henry's speech or Paine's text. So this gives you more guidance, and it's very clear how you're supposed to write your specific essay. In this essay, it happens to be a letter to a cousin. As you scroll down, there are words you could define. You don't necessarily need to define those words in order to be able to write the essay. So, write a short answer to each question. What position will you argue? Revise your statement. Choose 2 facts. Write a draft of your introduction. Write a draft of 3 body paragraphs here. A draft of your conclusion. Okay? This is basically a rough sketch outline for your essay. It's not questions to answer and you leave them as answers to questions. It's supposed to be one cohesive 5-paragraph essay, and again, this particular essay is in the form of a letter. As you go through this lesson, all these 11 lessons are extremely important. So, choosing sides, it gives you a little bit of background to help you understand how you're going to shape your essay. Consider your audience. It gives you a little bit, a few pointers to be able to write an effective essay. Structuring your writing, reminding you the different parts that you need to have. Claims, what exactly a claim is to make sure that you are making one. Backing it up with facts and evidence. You need to make sure that you have facts and evidence. And it says here you're going to get your evidence from the texts as long as you give credit. So that means you do have to have parenthetical citation. You don't have to quote the text directly. Instead, write things such as Thomas Paine argues in Common Sense that America has abundant natural resources and does not need to depend on the British. So this has quotations around it because it's supposed to be in an essay, but if you write it in your essay, you wouldn't need quotations because it's not a direct quote. So I don't want you to be confused by that. But this does give you some pointers on how to be able to incorporate evidence without using direct quotes. Counterclaims and rebuttals. It gives you a little review as to what those are and to make sure that you have them in your essay. Tone, it just gives you a quick little lesson about tone again. Remember, all of your essays need to be written in the formal tone or formal register, as you may have been taught before. Introduction paragraph gives you some pointers as you're going through. It shows you what the different parts of the paragraph are supposed to do when you hover over them. Body paragraphs, again, it gives you some pointers. It should go into some detail, explain how that piece of evidence or reasoning supports your overall claim. A body paragraph can be built around a rebuttal to a counterclaim, and when you go hover over the words, it gives you the definition again in case you had forgotten what it is. But again, all of these are pointers to help you craft an excellent essay. Using transitions, making sure to have transitions in your sentences to vary your sentence structure in the essay. Your concluding paragraph, and again, it gives you some pointers on how to do that. So, getting close to being able to mail your letter off to your cousin, so the system assumes that you've been writing as you've been going through each of the different parts of this lesson. You do not need to present your letter, so don't be freaked out about that. And the study wrap-up. You may have filled out a study sheet as you worked through the material. Now it's time to review your notes. So if you didn't have the study sheet at the beginning, they give you an opportunity to write the study sheet at the end. I do want to make the point, this is not what you turn into me. This study sheet is for you to study. That's exactly what it is. That's why 1.1.11, does not have an orange box here. You do not need to turn this into me. What you do need to turn into me is your finished product, the actual essay itself. And that's what you attach to any of the sections that end in 13. So if I go 1.2 and I scroll down, like I said, you won't be able to see everything all at once like I do because you have to pass the quizzes to open up the subsequent lessons. But again, 1.2.11, it's the same thing. This is the writing phase. So this tells you what you're going to do. The study sheet is merely an outline and gives you some ideas as to what to add into your essay, how to structure it. But again, what you turn into me is your perfected essay after you've read through it and actually revised it. And again, here, this has a very brief example of what your essay is supposed to be, but in the other sheet, it has the very specific prompt that you need to follow to write a successful essay. And again, for any of the lessons, it is the same formula. 11 is going to be explore writing, so that's where you're going to find your prompt. Each of the 13 with the orange box, those are the ones where you send the essay to me, the complete essay, not the study sheet that you used to help you organize your essay. I hope this clears things up for you. Again, or as always, I should say, if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me. I hope this has helped you. Take care.